Hi guys, and welcome to the third episode of All Good Choices with Haley
and Cheryl.
That was so sick and smooth, to be honest.
We didn't even practice that.
Not at all. That was one take wonder. That was so sick. But this episode, so it comes out the day before New Year's. Mm-hmm. Well, New Year's Eve. Whatever.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So this episode we want to talk about our New Year's resolutions, New Year.
Goal, New Year us. Sorry, I thought it was like in my own little thing.
Okay, take two. New Year.
New us.
Thank you. So we're going to talk about that.
Couldn't be perfect, you know?
No. Got to be a little imperfect, but we'll get into that. Just talk about sticking to our resolutions a little bit, just about New Year's really, but if we're keeping it a buck, keeping it real. I don't care about New Year's, so...
Yeah, it is kind of a pointless. It just kind of like starts the year and that's about it.
Yeah.
There's no real meaning behind it or anything.
Yeah, it just is an excuse to party, and that's really hard for me because I don't really drink or anything. So like, it's fun to see everybody else drink, but also I see everybody else drink just like on a Tuesday.
Right.
So like, I don't really get the holiday.
Yeah, I bet it's kind of like, okay, well, so what's the point?
Yeah, like it's fun, I guess.
Like even like the... whatever, like how you decorate for it is all like champagne glasses and like, you know, stuff like that. Confetti to pop, you know, while you're drinking champagne.
I drink like a half a glass of champagne because I hate the taste. And then I just drink the, this is really sad, the Welch's.
The grape juice, the sparkling grape juice, the one that you get for kids.
Yeah.
Cute.
Okay. But yeah, the one you get for kids. Because it tastes so good. And since, you know, when I was a kid, like obviously I didn't drink alcohol. So like my mom would buy that for me and my brother.
Except for the spoonful of vodka when you were sick.
Yeah. That is a very niche topic, and we will get into it in a later episode. But yeah, those are the only two times I drink is when my mom gave it to me as a child. No, I'm kidding. Don't cancel my mom. That and that one fateful day at sophomore year, which again, we'll get into another episode.
There you go. Haley's drinking stories.
Yeah, that'll be a whole hour-long deep dive into my drinking stories. But yeah,
it's just really like a pointless holiday. It's fun. Like I always enjoy it, but it's just not like, you know, the end all be all of holidays.
Definitely one of the low tier holidays for sure.
Yeah.
Like
that, Mardi Gras.
I think St. Patrick's Day is above New Year's.
On your list.
To be real, yeah.
Okay.
It's so fun. It's green. It's my favorite color.
Another drinking holiday that I'm surprised is
your favorite. But it's fun. That one's green. Because it's like leprechauns.
Oh, right. Magic, you know. Pot of gold at the end of the
Harry
rainbow.
Potter preview the new episode. Yeah, magic. But yeah, we should get back on topic. So, new year, new us.
Right.
So, what are some of your resolutions? Do you have any good ones?
Yeah, I have like some... I'm
about to get deeper now.
Self-help, you know. I need to work on my mental health a lot, and just doing stuff that'll like help me, like working out, like journaling, you know, stuff like that. That's gonna like actually propel me to get there.
Okay.
Do some self-work this year.
Good.
What about you?
I have the same resolution every year, and it's really sad, so sorry everybody, but my New Year's resolution every year is to genuinely be happy that year. So that's just like not that I'm not happy.
Right.
Let me get that straight. It's just like the goal is to like
the joyful happy.
Yeah. Not just like content.
Right.
I want to be happy. So that's always my New Year's resolution. And then on top of that, I want to like save money this year so I can travel a lot because I have a whole bunch of trips planned. I have no money for it.
Yeah.
So I need to put money in my savings so I can go on the trips. And then obviously, as we've talked about, art history vibes. So I'm trying to make more time for like the art history vibes, like painting and music and everything else I'm interested in.
Doing artsy stuff at all.
Yeah, because I don't really make time
like
for
hobbies.
it. Yeah, but I think that goes into like being genuinely happy because it's like those are the things that make me happy.
Right.
And then I just get so wrapped up in like everyday life.
Right.
That I don't.
It becomes so mundane.
Yeah.
But like you just get so used to your routine that it's like hard to like actually do stuff that's like different.
Yeah, 100%.
Keep it like consistent and like doing it all the time, or like that's when I feel like see real progress.
Yeah, and 100% with like creative stuff, it's like if you don't have inspiration for something, it's hard to like force yourself to sit down and be like, okay, I'm gonna paint something.
That's true.
Well, what the fuck are you gonna paint? I don't know.
Do you ever, when you paint, do you like freehand it, or do you like look at a picture and kind of like pull elements from a couple different things?
It depends. I go through this thing all the time. I really wish that I could do like hyper realistic portraits and things like that. I don't have the skill set for that.
Maybe you can work on that.
Yeah, like it's something that could be a new New Year's resolution.
You should do like one every month and just see your progression.
But so it's just like I don't have the skill set, but like I like doing realism stuff, and then but other times I'm just in a silly goofy mood, so I'm like, let me do like that meme behind you,
right?
Like that would come to my brain. I'm like, let me do that, or this guy.
You had a bunch at your apartment in Tampa.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of random weird stuff. So it really just depends, but enough about that. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, and I think also it's important to have like long-term and short-term goals, especially with COVID, because COVID is so depressing and terrible that it's hard to like force yourself to celebrate like the small wins, stuff. Yeah, because it's like you have to, otherwise it just everything you have nothing is to show terrible. For it. Yeah, everything is terrible. So like you have to be like, like I did everything I was supposed to do this week. You know,
I do that a lot. Like I'll make like a list of things that I have to do like during the week, and I'll like try to do like a couple a day, because if I try to do them all in one day, none of them will get done.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
Exactly. I feel so overwhelmed that I'm like, maybe I'll just not do anything today.
Yeah, 100%. It's like I have to like make what am I trying to say? Like a small list of things. It's like I have to accomplish one thing.
I have 20 things that have to get done, but I'm only going to be able to do 3.
Yeah, so. And you have to celebrate that.
Yeah, but that always made me feel good. Like I had a planner, and it has like 3 big goals, and then like your plan out your whole day. But my 3 big goals, every time I would be able to check off all 3, I was like, man, this shit was a good day today.
Every time I get a planner, I use it for literally a week.
Yeah, and I use mine for like a month and a half, and then it was just
I'm too lazy to update this.
It's sitting under my bed.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then also like for the podcast, I'm gonna manifest this now. I have some realistic goals, and then obviously I would love if this podcast got like 10 million subscribers and we were just the biggest, but that's
wishful thinking.
The stars. What is it? Shoot for the stars, aim for the what?
Shoot for the stars.
Land on the moon?
Land on the moon.
I don't think that's
Aim
right.
for the stars.
Aim for the moon, shoot for...
Whatever. One of those. It's something like that.
But my personal goal is that by the end of this year, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Because these YouTubers I watch, they say that the hardest number to hit is 1,000.
Yeah, I feel like that's true, because I've never watched a YouTuber with less than 1,000 subscribers.
So that's my goal, is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I want to get 1,000 views on one episode.
That'd be so
on
sick.
YouTube. Yeah, that's crazy.
Our goal was like 100 views for the first episode.
Yeah.
So like
the fact that we hit that was like mind blowing.
So it's so interesting to see like our new goals.
Yeah, and then
already
the short term goals. So like the long term, end of the year. Hopefully by the end of this year, 2022, we're there.
Yeah.
But for like the next the first part of the year, I want to hit like the first 3 months. I want to hit 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Because at this moment in time, we're at 47.
We're almost halfway there.
So I would love to hit 100. That's like my goal for this.
Yeah, I think that's like a realistic goal. Yeah. And it's like, it's still like a big goal, because it's like if 100 people stood in a room and they all listened to our podcast. Yeah. That's
Humble
so cool.
Queens. That's us. I just hope, I said this earlier before we started recording, but I just hope that like I'm going to look back on this moment if we do have a lot of subscribers and be like, I can't believe that I was freaking out about 100.
I feel like it's so like special though. This part of it is so fun. And like, it's just because you always hear like YouTubers like reflect back onto this, and you're like, oh, that would be cool to like be with the come up for real. Yeah. You know?
Well, I can't even imagine like being in that situation as the YouTuber. I can't physically imagine me creating content and
thousands and thousands of people
even
watching
like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Like that is crazy to me. Because like we said the first episode, I really have nothing actually like of substance to say.
Right.
So it's like if 10,000 people were like,
I want to tune in.
Yeah, I'd be like, wow, we got some like fucked up people, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. But I would say, speaking of resolutions, I would say every time I make a resolution, do I stick to it? No.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard because I just feel like, I don't know, like it's just constant battle to try to keep it going.
Yeah.
And then
consistency is key. And I do not have the dedication.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, well, will it really change my life that much? I don't think so. And then it does.
You know what's messed up? Like about the gym and stuff? Yeah. Like, because all the health people are like, go to the gym, eat right, whatever. And then when I do, I feel so good.
I know.
I'm like, oh, they get it.
It's magic.
Yeah. But I don't have the dedication to keep it going. And that's the hard part.
it's just like uncomfortable when you start to slack a little bit, because then it's like, oh, I can't go back.
Because you beat
like,
yourself up about it.
Yeah. I literally have a gym in my apartment. Yeah. And I have not been going.
Yeah. I have a membership that I've had for however many months. I've gone 2 times.
Right.
So
it's just hard to like.
They're just taking my money for
get
money.
Into that.
Honestly, I should open up a gym, bro. You know how many people open up memberships and just don't cancel it because they're too lazy?
Me.
I just be making bank, bro. That's my New Year's resolution, actually.
And you know how hard it is to cancel them?
I know, you have to go in person, fill out a form. Why are you canceling?
They harass you.
Yeah, then it's embarrassing because you're like, I just don't go to the gym anymore. And then they look at you
they're like, why don't you go to the gym?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't have time. They're like, you can't make time. You can't make an hour and a half every day. I'm like, no, sorry,
like
I don't know.
It's like the rock song. That's how they feel. That's the energy I get. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Exactly. That's what they are. And I'm like, no. I don't have the drive or the power.
Let's go.
Yeah, at all. So that'll be another, I guess.
I'm putting that in my goals, but it's definitely one that I'm like taking loosely, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I go to the gym multiple times a week, that should be good enough for me.
Yeah.
Maybe not 5, but
exactly. Starting small and working up.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing. Like if you try to quit any habit or anything like that, or like anything like that, really, it's your like
vices,
yeah, if you try to do like cold turkey on anything,
it's too hard. Yeah, it's hard for a lot of people. A lot of people can't do it.
So you have to like start small. You gotta celebrate the small wins.
Yeah, I know. It was just a lot easier, when you start and it's like really fun and you're like,
motivation.
Oh yeah, and then like you don't go for like a week or 2 weeks and then you're like, I don't ever want to go back.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever want to do this again.
And the first few weeks at the gym are always the worst because you're so sore. So it's like you have to push through that like beginners thing, or getting back into the gym. That's my thing.
Yeah,
because I was such like a gym rat for a little bit, and so I was going all the time and like snorting pre-workout and like doing all this stuff, and so I was just like I was in it to win it, and then I stopped going, and then
because then you're like, it's fine if I don't go.
And then ever since then, every time I try to go back, it's like I do not have that same passion like I did.
I need somebody to like break my heart again so I can like get some passion to go back into the gym and just.
I need to go back to feeling really insecure. That's what got me in the gym.
Yeah.
Now I'm confident. I'm confident.
The girl.
I'm confident, and I think I'm perfect. So therefore,
the God complex is really shining through.
Yeah. So it's like, why do I need to go to the gym? I'm already
these mortals go to the gym, not me.
I'm top tier. Y'all need to get in the gym. Y'all got to work for me. So that's where I'm at right now. So maybe my goal will be to take myself down a few notches. Just talking about how humble we are.
Right. Except for in the gym, like
Except
we know
when
we
it
look
comes to except when it comes to my
physical appearance,
that I'm through the roof. That's so bad.
No, I feel like that's good. Like, who's gonna be your biggest fan besides you?
Yeah, but there's like a very fine line between being like confident and then being cocky. I think what I just said came off as cocky, but I don't mean it. I just mean I'm really confident for the girls.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Uplift women.
You can't call a woman cocky. She is just confident in who she is as a person.
Women's rights.
Right.
You can't call a woman cocky.
Yeah, no. And especially if you're a man, you can't. Sorry.
That should go on a shirt. You can't call a woman cocky.
Oh, even better because, they don't have cocks. Haha, play on words.
You said it. That's a good one. Yeah, so we should definitely make merch with that. So fun and fresh. Sorry, Eli behind the camera. It's just a whole bunch
why
of
did
mess.
I do this?
It's just I'm so sorry, everybody listening. It's just so hard because New Year's, when I tell you, I can't even fathom how much I dislike New Year's. So to talk about it for a whole episode is just giving me pain, bro. I'm trying, though. We're chugging along.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay.
Yeah, it's just like, I think honestly the biggest thing about New Year's is like,
why do you have to start a new year just to start new habits and stuff?
Yeah, like I think it's good to like set new goals for yourself and everything like that. That part I appreciate.
Right.
But it's like something about the hype around New Year's just doesn't make sense in my brain.
Right, because it's always going to happen. There's always going to be another year.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we... I guess it's like, woo, we made it, the end of the year.
But like most years are irrelevant if we really think about it. 2020, like that was big because it was 2020.
Right.
2022, just some random odd like in between year. I won't care again until 2030.
Oh, like every decade.
Yeah, I don't care about the random in between. Like they're just irrelevant numbers.
The other 9 years.
Yeah, like they're just like, okay, it's 2023, 2024. That sounds disgusting coming off the tongue.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't care.
I was born in 99, so that I feel like was another big, like the turn of the
2000 baby.
Yeah.
So that's good. I can always remember how old I am because it's the year.
Just in case you ever forget.
Yeah, when I get older, you never know. You never know. Well, guys, we're going to take a short break and then we're going to get into some fun and juicy stuff.
Yeah, the Q&A.
Let's go. All right, guys, we are back from our little short break, little intermission in between.
You know.
So this part, before we get into the Q&A, just want to give a quick birthday shout out to my homie Joseph. He's like a family friend. His birthday is January 1st. So I just want to wish him a happy birthday on the podcast from All Good Choices. Newlyweds, let's go.
My sister is also turning 18 on the 1st.
So fun.
So a very big deal or whatever, you know. Congrats to her for being an adult.
Yeah, happy birthday, Faith.
She always hates her like celebrating her birthday because everybody's hungover from the night before, so she's always like, oh, whatever. But this year we're actually going on a trip, so it'll be fun for her.
Yeah, that'll be so fun. So happy birthday to them. Just want to wish them happy birthday real quick before we get into the juicy answers we got. So for our Q&A, we asked our followers on Instagram for some questions. We picked a few. Some of them y'all need to calm down. This is like right now it's like PG-13. We have not done the X-rated video yet, so like calm down with that. But if you want your questions to possibly be answered, you can follow us on Instagram. The link will be in the bio, and watch out for our stories. And then you can ask us questions. And then also we have a Google form where you can click the link in our bio, and then you can submit an anonymous question if you have something you really want to know, like who we have a crush on or something. Like you see in high school.
Do you have a crush on me? Yes or no?
Yeah. So you can ask those type of questions too. So both of those links will be in the bio if you guys are interested. But I think we should just jump right into these Q&A questions.
Yeah.
You want to read the first one?
Sure. Okay. So for the first question we have, when you take a man's hoodie, what do you actually do with it?
First of all, what do they think I do with it?
Right. They think we like look at it and do like a seance for them to like
we hang it up on the wall,
fall in love with us or something. Like, what is this?
That's my first question in response to that. And I'm not supposed to answer a question with a question, but don't care. It's my podcast. So, what do I actually do with it?
Like wear it. Obviously,
I wear it. I sleep in it.
That's about it.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I just
pretty much just an article of clothing that I add to my collection.
Yeah, well, you and I are different in that. I always give it back because I don't want it.
I've only given it back once.
I don't want any piece of that.
That's how I felt about the person that I gave it back. I was like, I put it all in a box and I was like, mm-mm. And what's even better is I remember vividly like talking to them and I was like, you know, I never really like give clothes back. Like they're mine now. Like I just like make them a part of my wardrobe. But like, I was like, no, you really need to know.
Yeah.
That you fucked me over.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I always give it back because I just feel sick looking at it. I'm just all the memories come flooding back of all the trauma I experienced.
I know, but it's just so comfy sometimes.
Not comfy enough.
Not enough
PTSD.
To get rid of the memories.
Yeah, 100%. Next question. This is a good one. Also, because I just saw some stuff with these people in it. Juicy tabloids. Marry, kiss, kill. Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jonah Hill. This is a good one.
Yes, I have a lot to say about this.
Okay.
First, definitely marry Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Kill James Franco.
Okay. Are we talking pre-cancellation or post-cancellation?
Both. Pre-cancellation, obviously fine. Probably would have done like, you know, kiss him. Yeah. But however, we support women in this house.
Yes.
And we support survivors.
Okay.
And he's definitely like minimizing it like way too much 100%. For me. I can't. 100%. Went on like a radio show or something. Yeah. Like it's just bad.
Yeah.
Especially when he had to do like a settlement.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I would be the same in killing James Franco. He's gotta go.
He's gotta go.
He's gotta go.
You know, like Sparta, like off a cliff.
Yeah. But I think I would marry Jonah Hill. And then I would kiss Seth Rogen.
You don't want Seth Rogen as a hubby? He just seems like the perfect husband.
He seems like somebody I would be friends with. Things get a little weird for a little bit. We don't know if we like each other. We kiss, but we're still friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Jonah Hill gives me like, especially now, he's got like swag and stuff.
You have to watch Don't Look Up.
I have to watch it. I saw it.
He looks really good in it.
Well, okay.
What?
Well, no, I don't want to get canceled, but
okay.
So I'll keep it to myself. But I don't know. Jonah Hill just gives me a certain vibe where I'm like, yeah, I can marry you. I think he's so funny. I think Seth Rogen's funny too. But Jonah Hill, and I like his humor better.
Gotcha.
I think in like everyday banner,
you would vibe more with Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Just in case you're watching this, Seth Rogen, I would marry you.
Yeah, and Jonah Hill,
Just in
please
case.
hit my DMs. The link is in the bio. Yeah. Next question.
Okay, it is pineapple on pizza.
This is a controversial one. We might get canceled for it.
Yeah. Okay, how do you feel? Actually,
I hate pineapple on pizza.
Okay.
In any form.
Any form at all.
I hate warm fruit.
Okay.
In any sense.
Solid. I agree with that.
I don't like apple pie.
Apple pie?
Like warm apples in it.
Oh, okay.
I hate warm fruit. It doesn't make sense.
Like the softness of it?
The softness, the warmth is what I don't know how I can reiterate that. The warmth of fruit.
Like fruit, it's supposed to be like,
cold,
right out of the fridge.
Crisp.
Yeah. Okay.
Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Not warm.
So let me change your mind. Pepperoni, like the crispy pepperoni.
Yes.
Yeah, Eli's like, I agree.
Some, yeah.
The crispy pepperoni adds that little crunch that you need.
Okay.
And the pineapple is like just so soft that it like the juices kind of it's like mixing with it. I don't know.
That sounds gross.
It tastes really good, but I won't eat it with ham or anything like that.
No, it's too sweet with ham because every time I've had it, it's been pineapple and ham.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
sweet.
Like the traditional.
It's too sweet. But while that sounds tempting, I don't think
you can do it.
Want to eat any pizza that's gonna have some sweet aftertaste.
I was like that for a long time, and then it just like it's like the sweet and savory like mixed together, just like.
I don't know. It just doesn't.
And this is like a new occurrence in my life. Maybe like within the past year,
I've tried it. I'll have to try it.
Wait, this is gonna good.
Maybe I'll retry it.
They say every 7 years your taste buds change. So once you hit 21, you got to try a bunch of new stuff.
Well, but I tried it within that 7 years and I didn't like it.
This is a new 7 years. You just turned 21, so you're on your new journey of discovery in life.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to like it still.
Okay. Well, we have to try it. Eli's
God.
like, why?
All right. The next one I think would be kind of juicy. We're getting into the nitty gritty now.
Okay.
So this one, there was no question. It was just a statement. It just said hookup fumbles for girls, meaning like, did you fall asleep before? Did you miss the text? Did you miss the call? Like you fumbled the bag.
Right.
Because at first when I read it, I said, I've never fumbled the bag.
Right.
I was like, no, I've always done what I had to do. No, what are you talking about? But then I thought about it. I said, oh, I get it.
There have definitely been multiple times where I've like fallen asleep after I have like set something up.
Yeah.
Or like been in the works,
Yeah.
and then it's like somebody's taking too long to respond or my phone dies or something like that. And then I forget and I'm just asleep.
That's never happened to me. No.
Oh.
What happens, here's how I fumble. I purposely fumble.
Oh, yeah.
Is that I'll set something up and then maybe like 10 minutes will go by, they don't respond. And I'm like, I actually don't want to really do this. So then I just don't answer. I just leave them undelivered for like 2 days. And I'm like, sorry.
How do you like go about like reaching out again? Like, do you ever, or is it like once
Men
it's
are
dead,
so
it's dead?
easy.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
So it's like if I need to like keep them for like my,
like as a backup.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
True.
You could not respond for like 2 days and just be like, oh, sorry, like I've just been super busy, whatever. And if they really want to like get with you,
they'll be like, that's fine.
Yeah. And most of the time it is somebody like
never
really
been
wants to get with
down
you.
that bad, luckily.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So I've never really like accidentally fumbled, but almost always if I'm not about it, I'm like, they're gonna be undelivered, homie. I'm not doing this. I'm not about it no more. That happens a lot, to be honest.
Where you're like, actually, I don't want to do that.
It's something about like the satisfaction of having somebody be like, yeah, I want to do this is enough for me.
Right.
Because most of the time it's not worth it.
Right. It's like when you get back on Tinder for like a minute and you're like, I just need to see
you
who
get
likes
the validation.
Me. Yeah.
Somebody's like, oh my God, you're the most gorgeous person I've ever met. And I just want to take you out and marry you.
And you're like, yeah. Never mind.
I'm like, you know what? That's so real, bestie. Thank you. I'm going to delete the app now. And that's it. Then I get off because I got what I needed. You know? Mm-hmm. So it's like the satisfaction of somebody being like, yeah, I want to come over. Like, can't wait to see you. And I'm like, well, you're going to
have to wait. Sorry.
You're not going to see me, homie. So yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah. I mean, that's like better than mine. I feel like I'm always like, I'm just like lazy. I get lazy.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't. It's like 2 a.m. Like you're not responding instantly. Like I gotta fucking go to sleep. Like I'm way too tired for this.
Yeah. All right. You want to do the next one?
Sure. Okay. So the next question is cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Yeah.
Done.
100%.
Okay. And I'm going to get to another juicy one, so I'm going to skip around a little bit. Turn-offs with men and women. We support the gays.
Okay.
Men, I could go on.
I know, on and on and on.
Number one, and listen, out here, I'm looking at you
directly in the eyes.
Men with long fingernails.
Ew,
needs
I know.
to get out. That is so disgusting.
Yes. Because
that is so disgusting.
Why at all?
It makes me physically sick to see a man with long fingernails. Because to me, I immediately associate that with bad hygiene.
Yes, because they always have dirt underneath.
Yeah.
And it's like,
please, for the love of God.
if you're going to have a long set, like,
if you're going to have the extra long coffins on,
you got to have the nail brush to get underneath.
You have to clean them bitches up.
It's unacceptable.
So that's my number one turn off.
Yeah.
If I meet somebody out in public or whatever and they're talking to me and I think they're cute, I immediately look at their hands. If they got long fingernails, I'm out.
Yeah. I feel like the hands are like a really good like guide to how they take care of their body though.
Yeah.
It's like if their hands are like, you know, like they got like a little manicure or something.
Where there's differences. So if it's like, if I'm talking to somebody and they're like, oh, I like do construction, I do something outside, whatever. And like their hands are a little rough, that makes sense.
Yeah, like callous.
But if you just sell drugs and you roll blunts and your hands look like that.
Right. What are you doing?
Get out of here, dog. Like, it's not it. I'm out. It's not worth it.
It's not at all.
That just means you're dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That's my number one.
Like funky though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have like, I go back and forth with, well, my biggest turn off is like probably like indirectness.
Okay, yeah.
That's like really annoying because I hate having to put in the work to like actually like make something happen, you know?
I want somebody
I will, but like
yeah,
it's
I don't
like kind of
want to.
annoying. Yeah.
I want somebody to literally say
in the first 5 minutes, I want them to be like, this is exactly what I want to do. And I'm like, okay, perfect. Thank you.
In our first conversation, you should know if you want to date me. Real talk. After 2 hours of talking to me, you know. Because I know.
Because I'm great.
Like, listen, whatever. Rejection's going to hurt my ego, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you know somebody, if you have, okay, let me not be so dramatic. If you talk to somebody for like 2 weeks, right?
Right.
You're texting, you're hanging out, whatever. You know in those 2 weeks if you like that person more than a friend. You know. So just say it. Just say it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's also up there. That's a top tier.
And my second one that is definitely not as good as the first one is like, I have this weird infatuation with like frat guys. Okay. In like a bad way. Mm-hmm. That like I hate that I love them. And like
Me too. I also hate that you love them.
The biggest turn off, but also like, you know, it's hard. It's hard to get away from that.
Is it?
A little bit. It's just tough because I don't know. Something about you're like, I want to change them. I can fix them.
Yeah.
I can like morph them into the people that I know that they can be, but they just need a little push, you know?
I can relate to that, but not with frat guys.
I'm trying to bring
just
them.
with the everyday man.
Right.
Just the
and you know what? And I choose the
street.
hardest choice to try to fix, and it's like none of them can be helped.
You know why? Because so they're in high school, they make all these terrible decisions, right? Sure. Then they go to college, they join a frat, they make more terrible decisions, and
no normal person joins a frat. Sorry. They
you
don't.
said it, not me.
Yeah, it's
girl. No. Get into it. But Mary,
no,
please
listen, Linda. No,
I agree.
Yeah.
So they make all these terrible choices. All their friends are about it because they're all like mini frat boys in high school. Then they go join a frat. And they all do the same thing. So nobody's like, hey, that's really bad. Right. So then when somebody does tell them it's really bad, they're like, you snowflake liberal fuck.
they think you're being crazy.
Yeah, they're like,
I'm just trying to help you out. You sound like a fucking maniac right now.
You are the one with the problem.
Right.
We need to have an intervention for you, not me. Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to sit you down. You and your little frat bros. We need to have a big one.
A big talk with all of y'all.
Every single person in the chapter needs to come sit in the living room right now because I got a 60 PowerPoint that y'all need to watch about everything you're doing that's wrong.
Right, because it's a lot.
It is a lot. Like, absolutely a lot. I would, trying to change somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what, though? It's so hard. It's so hard. For some reason, if I meet a guy and there's any ounce of weakness, like any ounce of like they got some type of trauma, I'm like, let me trauma bond.
Right.
And then 2,
oh god,
let me be their therapist. and I can fix.
You think?
No, it's never worked out.
Right.
There's some advice.
On this
bad choices. Let's circle back.
That is a bad choice.
You can't fix them. You cannot fix them. They have to do that on their own.
Which they will never be able to accomplish.
They will never do. I'm trying to think. Do I have any other turnoffs? Somebody's corny. My sense of humor is so niche, bro. Like, you either get it or you don't.
Right.
And I feel like my humor's kind of dark and, like, just not it really, like, to the normal person.
Yeah.
So if you're just, like, corny and making, like, dad jokes all the time, a good dad joke, whatever.
Right.
But if your whole humor is based on that.
If they don't even think it's really a dad joke, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they think it's funny. Then it's like, oh, this is, like, so comedic because it's, like, you didn't even try.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if
I like people that make dad jokes, but they're, like, ironic.
Right.
They're doing it to be
You're
ironic.
like, ha ha.
Yeah, isn't that so funny? It's not, but I laugh because it's ironic. But if you're just genuinely that corny, get out of my space. I hate a corny person.
People who think that they're funny and they're not funny.
Yeah. That's one thing you just have or you don't.
Right.
And most people are not naturally funny.
Yeah, it's like, and they're like rude trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It's like, what
doesn't correlate
right now?
Yeah, because there's no way I could ever force myself to continuously laugh at somebody.
It's hard.
If they're not funny. That's like a
really
big thing.
hard. Especially if you're funnier than them.
I hate having to carry.
It's tough because then they get like upset. They're like mad that you're funnier than them. And so then they try to like overcompensate and then it's just like even worse, you know?
I see.
And it's like, okay, I don't really
see.
know what we're doing here, but this is not a 2-man bit.
Yeah. This is a solo one-man show.
I'm on my stage doing my segment.
Yeah, like
that
get
is
off,
all.
literally. Yeah. But all right, guys. Well, on that note, I think we should end it. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of All Good Choices with Haley
and Cheryl.
Thanks so much. All of our social medias will be linked down below. Next week, our episode is about Harry Potter. So it's going to be a deep dive into Harry Potter because the 20-year anniversary is coming out right before that. So we're going to talk about a whole lot of juicy stuff, some controversial takes. So.
I asked, my brother is obsessed with Harry Potter too. And I asked him, like, what are your controversial takes or whatever? And so he sent me like a couple that he thought were funny. But then I think I just like had him thinking about Harry Potter and he built like this whole, like probably like the width of this table, like replica of the school with his friend. So we're going to have that here.
Yeah, we're going to try to fit it in the frame. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to nerd out next week. So be sure to tune into that. And yeah,
thank you for
see you guys next episode.
Bye.
See ya. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of All Good Choices. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to like and comment and let us know what you think.
You can stream this anywhere you stream podcasts, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at All Good Choices PC and Twitter at All Good PC.
Thanks again to Maserati Click Productions for producing this podcast. See you guys next week.